Welcome, welcome. We're back again. We are coming live right now. Finally got it set up. Let me go ahead and mute that. Let's get the Zoom over here. And gonna take this chat out. Get that set up. All right. Cody, got your ears on?
Yep.
We are ready to go. Where's that chat at? Boom, right there. Welcome everybody. Derek, what's up, buddy? I just seen you chimed in. Awesome, brother. My man just typed in. Thank you so much. He actually reached out to me probably about a month ago regarding his truck, and he was able to make it out to the shop, checked out what we had going on, and was able to get his maintenance done. And it's money in the bank for him when he's using his truck to hot shot cross country. Got to keep everybody up on the road. So I was appreciative for him to stop through and meet him. Love meeting people who are out there doing good with their trucks and trying to make an honest living, just like all of one of us, every one of us. Joe, what's up? What up? Um, Tonight we have Vince, a service member. We thank you for your time, and he is a recipient of our new kill switch. And currently, to me right now, um, actually, he is the first one to install and complete his kill switch install. Vince, I think your mute is activated.
Yep.
There we go. There we go. He has the truck you're looking at right there, um, brand new, and he, I guess, not giving a bunch of information. We were talking on the phone and kind of telling him live what he had exactly going on. And Vince, I guess if you want to, just kind of briefly do a little overview of what you think so far, vaguely, and just what everybody, I guess, can expect.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I ordered the kill switch from you. I thought it was a pretty neat idea, just based upon the fact that like every couple of years I move and I go to new locations. So I'm about to get ready for a move. Um, so having that kill switch, I think for, it's like you said, it's added insurance to the amount of money that we pay for the vehicle.
No doubt.
Um, so yeah, definitely having that, and then knowing that wherever I go, if I have to leave it for an extended time, or if I park it, downtown for a night, or the airport, that if I activate it, it's going to work. As I found out last night when I was kind of going through setting everything up. But yeah, going through everything, keeping it vague. Got your instructions, looked at the videos, opened the package, tried to familiarize myself with everything that came with it. And then one thing that I guess would be kind of like my feedback towards you,
Yeah, yeah.
is maybe having a tool requirement kind of set, like a basic tool set that or list that would help others, because I definitely had not thought about that when I was doing it. And
Interesting. I have not either.
uh,
That's a very good point. In fact, I'm gonna write a note down. That's a good reminder.
yeah, so like the wire stripping tool would be something good. I used a knife to kind of get some of the plastic pieces off wires off.
That's cool. Hey,
Not
whatever
recommended.
worked.
Yeah, it worked. It was pretty ghetto of me. So I was kind of nervous about that part. but your instructions were pretty good. I had to kind of figure some things out on my own with regards of how I wanted to run the wire based on the location that I chose. And we kind of went back and forth on that. I asked you a couple questions, and you gave me that feedback. And so I guess the install, I would say, for a regular person, it would probably be a 3 out of 5 if you're not too comfortable with electrical.
Okay.
I would say 4 out of 5 for me, based upon the fact that I have some wide shoulders, and getting into the areas of where I needed to get to, I was pretty cramped, and I was like, man, this is kind of miserable. So it took a little bit longer than anticipated for myself.
I guess the table that I did a short on today would have came in clutch after I saw that.
On that.
Yeah,
I literally commented on that.
I totally would have took that myself. Like, dang, man, I could have used this like 2 months ago, man.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah, like I said, at 3 out of 5, if you've done like wire work before, and you're good with that kind of stuff, having that recommended, base tool kind of list along in your instructions manual with your videos, I think would be very beneficial. So then people know what they're getting into, because I think I underestimated it slightly. And then it definitely kicked my butt. I think I stayed up till like 11:30 at night, and I started at like 7. So
yeah, I think that's when I got the text around then.
Yeah. So you're like 2 hours ahead of me. So I was like calling you pretty late, and I felt super bad. I was like, oh man, this guy's like awake. He's still answering emails. Like, thanks,
cool,
man.
Cool. Right on.
I really appreciated that. But I had to wait on a guy from work to come by with some extra stuff. So that probably added like half an hour to the project. But overall, once I got it installed, when I kind of told you about, oh my gosh, like I think I installed the wires wrong and it's not working. I'm getting all the warnings. And I was like, wait a minute, let's relax. So I crimped all the wires, and I was like, give it a little, snug tug. And everything was good. So I was like, okay, everything should be wired up. Let me hit the switch. And then the truck fired up, and I was like, oh, thank God.
That's awesome.
I mean, these trucks aren't cheap. We're out here making an honest living too. And I was like, man, did I really just break a harness? Like, how much is the harness going to cost? How am I going to remove the panels? Like, who am I going to take this to?
I'm going to have to fly PTT out. Ah!
It's like, how am I going to get to work tomorrow? Jeez.
That's so funny, bro.
And then I took it on the test drive. Everything was good. I haven't engaged it since. I might do it, after this video, just to kind of see what it's like again, to get all those warning signs. But
heck yeah,
everything's good. Truck still runs great. I have no issues with it. It's super subtle, super unique. You definitely have to be in the know to know.
Right on.
And it's nice.
Right on. Yeah, it definitely is something, I think everybody has a Powerstroke should check out. And on the topic of super duties and talking about what we do to them, trying to keep them on the road and as in the best condition as we can. And sometimes, when we're talking about, what's the next upgrade we're going to do? A lot of people talk about cold air intakes, or a lot of people talk about this, that, and the other. And it's something that we all are aware of, the aftermarket world. And sometimes we don't really want to do OE. And I think exploring the aftermarket is something I'm very interested in. A lot of people have been approaching me, hey, what would you recommend me do to my truck? Hey, I got this done. What do you think? And I don't have answers for these people. And I think one of the companies that I reached out to, S&S. We had talked about them on the live stream regarding the fuel disaster prevention kit, their Gen 2. Awesome kit. Can't wait to get that installed. But I want to take it a step further. And we reached out to HSM, and I got a thumbs up. So we're waiting to get confirmation back from them. And some of the things that really drew me to their products is the upper fuel filter. I probably see on Facebook, and you guys can all chime in the comments, literally, I'd say at least twice a week, that somebody has got a fire, or there's duties on the side of the road burning, it's melted down, they got fuel spraying. I personally only see that when guys are not changing their filters properly. But I also think that I remember hearing that a technician had replaced his like 2,000 miles, and after that amount of distance, his filter started spraying. So I don't know. I can't speak for the motorcraft. Motorcraft, where you at? I don't know if there's something going on with that filter, but HSM's upper filter retrofit, slick. And let's see if I can. Let's see here really quick.
I've got it up.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, if you can go ahead and pop that up. There is a, let me change that. There's a good, I guess, what was it, a PDF?
Yep.
Really slick. If you guys aren't up on it or know what we're talking about, Cody's got this pulled up. Something really slick. I guess it's been out for a while. I had honestly never heard about this before until one of my subscribers actually brought it to my attention. I was like, wait, what? And I didn't really look at it. And then here we are. I was like, wait, no way, for real? DS trucks coming in. Admit. Let's see, back to this chat here. You guys can check that out.
Okay, how do I make it full screen?
Home Hugh, and I think my switch is at my neighbor's mail. Would it be a good idea to mount the switch in a console safe? It doesn't matter, bub. Hugh, you're free to do that. That console means nothing. Proceed as intended. Get at me and I can answer any of your other questions, Mr. Hugh.
Sorry, I'm late.
Oh, no problem, brother. You're not getting rained on, are you?
No.
All right, all right.
How long were you going for?
Pardon me?
How long were you recording?
We've only been streaming for about 10 minutes. We have Vince on here. He is the first recipient and first confirmed installer of our kill switch, and kind of gave his testimonial, I guess, if you want to say. But liking it, flawless. And then we just started talking about HSM and this company who
I want that.
Yeah, Cody's got it up here right now. He's scrolling through here. We were actually looking up the filter specifications. I think Cody has a couple of notes jotted down. This is a Baldwin filter you were talking about, right?
Yep.
Lay it on me, Cody.
4 micron Baldwin filter. The nominal is 4 microns. The absolute is 15. So it's no different. It's no different than the factory upper filter.
So wait, you said the nominal and the absolute? Was that what are you talking?
Nominal is what it would normally flow. Absolute, or what it's supposed to be able to catch. The absolute is 15. That's what it will catch for sure.
Oh, okay.
It's the
So-
same as the factory Ford filter. I was looking at the coffee table book with Aaron the other night, and we were looking at it as 4 microns for the upper and like 25 for the lower.
So I mean,
It's filtering.
price wise, you put the money up front. Do you save money on the filters down the road?
Filters are what, $14, 12 or $14 for the upper.
Yep.
And if you do the lower kit on the 17 and ups, you're at like 25 to $30 on the lower filter.
And it's gonna have the same micron rating. That the
It's
factory-
the lower is actually better than the factory. Lower filter is 4 micron nominal, just like the upper, but it holds twice as much water.
and that's gonna have the little screw valve, little screw drain, like on the bottom of the filter.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. It's very, see now what I was thinking. So when I was looking at their kit, unfortunately, I didn't get to ask and clarify this, but if I'm thinking, not in front of me, just thinking, I don't know if this is going to work if you have an S&B fuel tank. So PMAC was just asking where my S&B video is for the fuel tank.
I'll
When you
tell you right
guys-
now. Hold on.
Boom.
The lower filter, I think they had 3 options on the lower filter, if I recall.
The main one is the upper one because that's the one you don't want to fail and spray
Mhm.
fuel.
But this bottom one is pretty dang
Short
slick,
bed,
man.
short bed, aftermarket tank, and long
Oh,
bed.
wow. Okay. I
Well, it's
didn't see
cool that it
till
gives you a cat filter like off of the machine.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And the filters are like $25-30. I mean,
So
even
if you're
with that,
running
you-
cat equipment, then it's a no brainer.
we did the math. If you're running the S&B or the S&S, sorry, and the HS upper and lower kits, you're still lower than cost plus 10 on a Ford kit.
And like Cody and I were just talking guy to guy, tech to tech. It, like for real, if these filters now, I want to back up. That S&S kit, which is right here. Remember when we were talking about I was trying to get the filter bowl, like that whole thing off because I was like, oh, it looks like a 6.0 filter near the upper one. That whole thing gets replaced. $30, whole cartridge. You're not unscrewing nothing. So speaking of the filters, the cost of these filters, it's like, why wouldn't you just be replacing these filters every PM? So you're going to do 7,500 miles on your oil change. Change
Wait a
both these
second.
filters. Change your...
Are you saying the factory one is $30?
No, I'm
no,
saying
these ones.
these ones. If you
Okay.
if you get the cat filter, the Baldwin filter, plus the S&S kit, you're less than a factory filter kit.
Yeah.
Mm.
Even at our cost plus 10.
Yeah. Which,
How much is just the upper filter to replace though? Factory.
what was that?
169.
169, 170.
Well, that's for both filters. That's the lower and upper.
No, that's just the upper.
Just
That's to
upper.
convert the upper to this new...
Well, how much does a factory? Say you're just like, I just want to stay with the factory. How much does an upper factory filter cost? Like
You
the
can't.
factory-
You gotta buy it in a
you
kit.
gotta buy a kit.
You got to get 2. You have
You got to
buy
get 2. You got to, unless you get it from some aftermarket that can just buy it, sell them in one. But I'm not aware of anybody out there listening, watching.
So that creates an issue too. So if
Let
you
us
just
know.
if you're just gonna do the top because you want just the top, you can't just buy the.
Well, you never just do the top. You always
No,
do.
I'm saying no. You just switch the top over. Like, what if you just want to switch the top over to the what's it called, H&S?
Oh, I see what you mean.
So now you have to throw away a. I mean, can you just get?
You mean
The
just the bottom
lower?
one?
Yeah,
No,
just the-
I don't think so.
So that's a
No.
problem.
Yeah, that would suck. So I mean, I guess if you do the upper one, you're kind of I guess kind of forced to do the lower one in a sense, because it's like, well, what am I going to do? Spend $109, $110 to get this motorcraft kit? You know what I mean?
And have to toss out
Right.
and then have to buy another filter to now, unless you go after market for the lower one, now you're taking a risk.
Yeah, I wouldn't be doing that.
I mean, if you have a 17 and up, you should be switching to this lower kit anyways, honestly.
Why do you say that?
It's going to hold double the water the Ford filter does, and it filters lower.
For that just
Yeah.
in case, I guess.
Yeah.
That's my
True.
personal opinion.
Go back on, hover back over that. Oh yeah, look at that.
But you're getting rid of your fancy S&P drain valves that a lot of guys have, those aluminum. All that's going bye-bye.
You know, I have every person that I have heard talk about the SPE water drain valve says that it doesn't drain worth a you know what.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well.
And I have verified that. My man at the Pine Farm, if he's listening, he could chime in. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. He wanted to take it off, but he's going to wait till we do his fuel filters next time. So we haven't done that yet. But
Well, I'm glad I didn't order one.
yeah, I am. We're not. Hey, 999. We're talking positive. We're not going to be. We're not going to be going down that rabbit hole tonight.
So this lower one's going to be $479,
Mm-hmm.
and then the upper one's how much?
170. 170 and 480.
Dang, you're forced. You're almost like you were saying. You're almost forced to get both. That looks clean. Like the one with the cat. I see this appealing to a lot of construction guys.
Evan Baker, you're getting Motorcraft filters for 6.7s for $56 on Amazon. Are you for real?
Are they really Motorcraft though?
I was just gonna say, are they?
No, I wouldn't trust it.
Do they look? Does the box look good? Wow.
But you know what though? On Amazon, sometimes there's trickery with the box where you got to really examine the box. Like just the font might be very slightly different, or it could be some kind of weird old stock.
Everybody watching right now, don't forget to go right down below that video and hit that thumbs up. Make sure to give us a like if you guys are digging us. Let us know. Do you like this HSM?
You know, I've yet to really find water in my fuel.
Me either.
So,
And I have a lot of guys who are like, well, I don't ever get a water and fuel light. Like
that light don't mean a thing.
Yeah, if your water and fuel light's flicking around, coming on, like
Sorry, too late.
Yeah, I think. Whew.
Just think 5 gallons of water could go right through. If you put bad gas and bad fuel in there, 5 gallons of water could go right through that thing before the light even thinks about turning on.
I was like we were talking with Lex. It is a good habit. Get you a small mason jar, glass, a Nantucket nectar juice bottle, and take you a water sample. Just do it. Just do it just because it's fun. Get you some gloves just because you want to see. Check out what's inside your fuel tank. Check out what's inside your fuel water separator. Maybe there's some sediment in there you didn't even know about. Now you're going to know.
Seems like if you find it, maybe it's a good time to make a change, switch some stuff up where you're getting fuel, whatever. You know, because
I got a Transit today, towed in, customer ran out of fuel. And he couldn't get it restarted and had, I don't know, 5-gallon gas can, fuel can. This fuel was so neon yellow. I couldn't believe it. Like, it looked like AC dye yellow. You know how it's got like that iridescent, like yellowy, weird. Yeah, it was pretty weird. But this is, my thoughts with this kit. Really liking. I think I'm more excited to see the upper go in just because of this big fire situation that we're hearing on Facebook mostly. I really want to get one of the owner operators of any of these 6.7s.
Oh, dude, that looks nice. Go back the other way.
Yeah.
That's all metal now instead of it being plastic.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, that looks.
And Cody pointed out too, if you zoom in right there, right next to that water and fuel sensor, you can actually see another drain right there.
Oh, it says drain plug.
So like, not that you'd ever have to do, but I guess there'd be another, secondary water drain or drain, not water drain, but a drain if you're going to drain that housing.
So pretty much, is that blocking off where the old filter square would go?
Mm-hmm.
That looks nice.
I like it. I think it looks pretty slick.
And they're holding, you said how much more water?
Double
The water just because of that filter design.
Mm-hmm.
That does look high quality. Oh yeah, that looks real nice.
I can dig it.
I've never seen really anybody doing it.
I've looked on YouTube.
I've seen the top one. I've seen the top one, not the bottom one.
I looked on YouTube last night. I didn't see anybody doing the lower, but I didn't look real hard, to be honest.
Now, what cross member is that?
It's like right behind the cab, right behind the.
Right in front of the fuel tank.
Yeah. Wait till you guys see the S&B video. I know it may not sound like a big deal, but for you guys that are really interested in upgrading, this install of the tank, it would be so sick.
So here's a short bed and long bed mounting location. So the short bed's on that cross member. The long bed's on. It looks like, I don't even know what that is. Is that the bed bolt?
Maybe. I don't know. I can't tell.
Looks like once you had this installed, it'd be easier to do a fuel service because you don't have to mess around.
Like, look at that. Look at that thing. Drain the filter.
You just screw it on.
Drain the filter right there. Boom. Drain it. Okay, now wonder if I'm guilty of seeing it too. Vince, you can chime in if you've had to change your fuel filters yet. How many of you guys out there, when you're taking that clicking that drain loose, it just keeps draining. I've actually had to go and separate the bolts around the side of the housing to, I don't want to say break suction because that's not really what I want to say, but that's all I can really describe it as, for it to stop draining. So I'm wondering if that's going to have the same kind of effect, or if having this remote mounted filter in a different kind of setup, if we're going to have that siphoning effect happen.
I mean, not that it would matter, but I guess you'd put a pan under it and it would just sit there and drip, and then you put another one on there.
No, I feel like looking at just that left picture, the short bed or even the long bed, like that just seems like it would be a way cleaner fuel filter replacement job.
Yeah, because you're just spinning it on. You don't got to take all those, 8 mils or whatever. You don't got to take all those off. And you got to put that little seal on it every time, that square seal. It's not bad, but so when I do my filter, I drain it, and while it's draining, I go and take the top off. I put the new top one on, and by that time, I don't know if that breaks any vacuum seal or anything, but by that time I'm good and I can do the bottom and switch it.
I haven't had that happen to me. Does this affect warranty, PMAC? I mean, it'd be kind of hard to prove that this caused your high pressure fuel system to fail.
Depends on where you take the truck.
Yeah, I mean, technically, like, would you get your warranty denied because you didn't use motorcraft filter? you're using a cat filter, you know what I mean? I wouldn't really have a problem in my eyes.
One thing
that
too,
came in.
though, if you're out of warranty, dang, I don't know. If you're out of warranty, I would definitely go this route 100%.
I mean,
You-
like
I mean-
we've said before, it's like they've got to prove a filter caused the failure, which is how are you going to prove a filter caused the failure? Honestly,
Depends on,
Right.
like I say, it depends on who you go to. You know,
I
some
wouldn't
dealers,
even think twice about it.
I
Me
would put
either.
it, I would put it back to stock before I took it in, depending on who I'm seeing. Because some guys are going to be like, oh, denied. Oh, you know, some dealers,
Those are jack wagons. Go to a different dealer.
yeah. Now, think about this though, cat. When you're dealing with cat, you're dealing with machines getting all kinds of off-road diesel from all different kinds of locations. They're already kind of prepared for better filtration, better water separation, stuff like that, just because of the nature of a machine is the conditions that it's working in, getting fuel from all different kinds of tanks all over. I mean, in beds of trucks that who knows. So I feel like cat's got to have a better filter straight up, you know.
Everyone's
straight up.
been switching to cats. I mean, whenever you do like an e-fuel kit on OBS or Super Duty, they always want to put the cat filters on them. So I mean, why can't we put cat filters on the newer trucks?
Personal
Now-
preference, I guess.
I wonder, as far as efficiency with that square filter, that thing's huge. I mean, you think about surface area, that big square filter's got all different kinds of screens and whatever going on. I don't know what's going on in that OEM filter. It's like, it's just weird to even look at it.
Hmm.
It's like a box with screens and I don't know what's in it. I wonder if that cat filter's got the same surface area as a Ford Motorcraft filter.
Well, it's got to have close to it because it's, I mean,
Gotta.
it's filtering. It's filtering more. Let me pull up the coffee table book.
You're right, it's filtering a smaller micron.
Where is Gen 3?
Where's that chat? Everybody listening, tell us if you like in the live streams. If there's something you guys want to hear, want us to talk about, want to voice something you got going on with your vehicle, your truck, problem. Hey, let's see what you got. They use a mounting bracket and cat filter too. Do cats run as high fuel pressure as 6.7s? Does cat make their filters in the USA?
Well, Cat does run at least as high as 6.7s because they have Huey injectors, and you need 70 psi for those.
What about the high side filter then? There's really not a filter in the high side.
So neither of the filters are going to be subjected to pressures anyway, right?
It's like maximum 120 psi.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
maximum.
Very good show and tell, DS.
Well,
Very good.
it's got some oil on it. When I changed it, it was like it still looked new. It still looked brand new, but
Oh, I believe it.
It's been sitting on my oil 55-gallon drum.
So you
But-
guys, if anybody listening and watching does not know or has not serviced their 21 or soon to be 22, what DS has in his hand is your lower fuel filter. Disregard the color. That's just nasty because it was sitting in his nasty basin. But you guys can see like the actual element, the pleated element right where his fingers are, that whole thing is going to be facing the front of the vehicle, or it's upside down, I think. But whatever, that it goes up into that cartridge in the lower housing. So
yeah, there's the hooks that hook into the bottom two hooks.
So instead of using this, you'd be using that spin-on cat filter. That
I will say this: changing this out when you take it out and then you clip this in, you take these little hooks and I think you do like this to click it in a little bit. It feels, I don't know, it didn't feel real secure, like it really locked in place or anything. It was like, did I do it right? And then I did it a couple more times. Like, guess it's all right.
Brandon Powerstroke's calling you out.
What's he saying?
Buy the filter, not the housing.
How did he know that?
I don't know. He does now.
I ended up with the whole housing. The dude at the parts counter didn't even know
That's
what he
so
was doing.
funny.
But so what's the deal with this thing? Like it's another screen, like a tube that's a screen?
I don't know. I don't know what the technical name of that is.
It's almost like it's got stages to it to catch like the next smallest micron, it seems like. Like first it catches whatever particles will get stuck through there and then maybe, but whatever's inside of this thing, dude, I have no clue what's in this thing.
Let's open it up.
I mean, I can try. Let me get something.
So I lied. The Ford filter only separates like 200 milliliters of water. The Cat one's like 800, according to the fast EFI or fast fuel system. Sorry. So that's quite a bit more.
So yeah, that's a lot more.
The primary filter is 10, whatever. Wow.
Primary water.
Primary shows what, 10 microns, and the Cat is a 4 micron filter. So I mean, you're getting more filtration right out of the gate.
Now flow is not really a factor because when you consider the pump, it's gonna move the same amount of fuel no matter what.
Yeah.
I mean,
As soon as all that stuff, what I am kind of curious on, and I, pretty much is going to find that out when we get it, is the bleeding procedure. If it's going to be the same, we're going to still cycle the key for, 10 seconds, 6 times. Is there another?
it might need a couple more cycles when you think about it. You still have the same.
I was thinking the same.
Cavity. You still got here. I'm going to take this apart. You still got the same cavity to fill plus another filter. Plus, there's nothing in that other cavity. It's just a metal cap. So it's probably going to take an extra couple.
That's in the instructions.
They say it takes an extra couple.
I'm pretty sure.
Brandon Powerstroke. That's my order too, buddy. Totally.
Turn the key on to run position for 30 seconds and prime the system. Do not start the engine. Repeat 4 or 5 times. Start engine and check for proper function of the system.
Mm-hmm.
So Cody, I was on Facebook and I saw a post of this guy. He had a Duralast filter up top, and he comes right up. He was priming it or something, and it was like swelling.
Mm-hmm. I saw that too.
And I saw it, but I don't know if the OEM does that or not because I'm not looking at it when I'm priming it. I'm inside the truck. So
right.
It's kind of interesting that it was doing that.
Oh, you got a dog barking.
What do you think, Cody?
I don't know. I'm commenting. Now what's going on? Bulging filter?
Yeah, the upper filter is like bulging every time he I don't know what he was doing, to be honest. I guess he was priming it and you can see it just swelling up. I don't know because when I prime mine, I'm inside of the car.
I'm always inside the truck when I'm priming them too, so I would not know.
So for all I know, that could be normal.
I never had a helper to cycle keys for me.
They can be nice.
There's something. So
This
here's that tube I was talking about. That comes off.
Kensel Wesley just commented, I just changed my fuel filters in my 26.7 and was not expecting 2.5 gallons of fuel to drain out of the bottom. I didn't think it was going to stop. I totally believe you. How can we make that not happen?
Hurry up and put another one in while it's draining. But I don't know. That doesn't seem like it will work. Seems like that'd be a huge mess. Because if you take the, I don't know. Dang.
We need to pull up the service procedure and how to actually do it.
You know what? If you had this kit, I bet you wouldn't lose as much. Because you could take off because you don't have to open up that housing. So you take off that filter. If it's still draining, you could spin another one up there.
Well, if you're got that little drain on the filter, drain the filter until the filter stops draining, spin the filter off, right?
Right. You don't have the whole housing to drain. Maybe. I don't know.
Right? I don't know.
Let's see here.
Where are these animals at?
Water separator,
Water separator.
fuel filter.
Yeah, this thing's pretty sealed up here. Probably.
So step 1 is to disconnect the electrical connector.
Okay.
Step 2, on early builds, this step needs to be performed to prevent siphoning of the fuel. On late build models, the return line is equipped with a check valve to prevent siphoning of fuel. So you're going to disconnect the middle connector. Let me share this.
So so it can siphon fuel.
Yes, it's going to.
So in this kit, if you don't do it right, you're gonna sit there and siphon up your whole tank.
So the line that is highlighted has to be disconnected on the early build 20s.
Yeah, there's no way you're getting to that. What do they think you're what?
Right here. It says it right here.
So this is how you prevent from draining as much fuel with the factory
Now,
setup.
if they put the button on the top of that line, I could see that, but there's no way in 100,000 miles in 5 years that line's going to just come off when you're trying to do PM service. Come on. Who are you kidding, man?
Maybe I don't know what it is, but I didn't find it really to be an issue.
I mean, this is how Ford wants you to do it.
It didn't happen to mine.
It says early build vehicles. So what is considered early build at this point?
True. Let's see here. What I have. Where did it go?
It's time for Aaron to do show and tell.
Show and tell.
Oh, look at that guy. He broke out the Sawzall.
Oh my goodness. That's what's up. Look at DS, man.
It's taking forever to take it apart. So.
Well, if you weren't such a wussy.
I'm not strong in the hands like you mechanic dudes.
Let me get Donna out here. Goes right through the trash can lid, eats right through it.
I'm not getting chewed out tonight.
Oh no.
I'm fucking joking, geez.
Keep it PG. Don't let me get banned.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. Weird. It's like it's just us guys talking. I almost forgot we were filming.
Fred Talion says, how many Illuma-Duty fuel filter housings have you guys had to replace because of people tightening the bolts too tight or have been off so many times? Not one. I have not had that happen yet. Daniel Pagan says, I have a 2015 250 with a 087 code. I changed fuel filter and fuel pump. Still has same code and loss of power. Should I change fuel sending unit as well?
If you're over if you're
Bro.
over 52 psi on the low side, it's going to go to the high side.
You got other problems. Yeah, there's a sequence of events that need to take place. One for to figure that out, and to in order for that code to set, the high pressure fuel system, something in the high pressure fuel system is not jiving. Oh, he's got the filter cut open. Let's look at this.
So you've got this first.
Okay, so it's like a pre-filter, like
Well, honestly, you probably have this first. 'Cause
is it like a
this-
pre
I don't know. I don't know if they're running everything through this thing because
Hmm.
this is a mesh. So I don't know if that catches something.
Hmm.
But you've got that. Then you've got this, which this is just dirty from me throwing it to the side because I've been meaning to do this for a while. I just never got around to it. So this is actually just supposed to be white.
Okay. Yep.
So this is just supposed to be white, whatever. But I'm guessing that's like a pre-filter. Then you hit this paper, and this paper is pretty much, you know, your typical filter medium. Pretty fine though. I mean, geez.
He says 30 psi, then lower as I run it up hills or with a load. Hmm.
Pretty cool.
On the low side,
Yeah, I mean, you can either check for a restriction or you got yourself a bad pump.
that's about it.
All right, is everybody ready? We're closing the books. It's show and tell. No, I'm not showing anything that I have directly in front of me, but I am about to screen share. We are going to build, if I can get to it, we are going to build a Super Duty, a
My goodness, that is so
2022.
cool and so exciting.
Here it is.
How are we gonna do it?
I have it screen shared right here, and we're all gonna. It's gonna be kind of hard for me to see the comments on here and do this at the same time. But Cody can run some sideline for me. All right, you guys, tell me what you want to see. I want to know what trim, what color, what rims. I want to know everything. What I am going to do, the first one we're going to build right now is what PTT would want. If I could get my next truck, if I could build my next truck, this would be my next truck. So let's do that right now. I'm going to make this smaller. Okay, perfect.
Would you stay in the 350 range or would you?
Yeah, I don't even really care. I'd do 350.
Brandon Powerstroke says black.
Okay. What would he say?
Black.
One? I don't want black. I got black now. I'm done with black.
Silver is good.
Classic OBS paint scheme, two-tone.
All right, we're got to do the crew cab. I mean, why wouldn't you? Okay, so let's go back. Regular cab. So if you're gonna want regular cab to crew cab, that boy is gonna go up about $4,000. Nah, about $3,500. Crew
It
cab,
doesn't even matter. I mean, you got to get a crew cab.
right?
Now, here's the
Okay.
thing, though. If you want to say, there's some guys that want to extend a cab. Maybe not. I mean, there's guys that want regular cabs too, but if you want an 8-foot bed and you don't want the wheelbase to get too long, you could do an extended cab if you don't, if you don't need the crew cab, full blown crew cab.
Okay, what do I do? Do I get a 6 3/4 or do I get an 8-foot bed? Okay, I got. Oh, this guy says 8-foot box. Oh man. Okay, well I got a 6 3/4 now. Do I just get the full 8 boy?
Do you want a land yacht?
I I don't. Hey, I gotta have a variety. I'll pick
okay? I mean,
I'll pick the 8-foot bed.
you haven't really, you don't need an 8-foot
No, I don't want an 8-foot bed because this is what I would get. This would be my next truck. I definitely ain't getting a dually. Anthony, that DeVito boy up in Chirac, you can kick the dually, but I don't want the dually. That's not me. I don't want it. I want the single rear wheel. Let's see what the DRW adds. Oh, no,
A dual wheel 350. I can't do a dual wheel 350. I gotta have
no.
a 450.
Okay, let's see. Wheelbase, 164. XLT. Okay. Wheelbase, 164. No. What is this? Was it 148? Combination not available.
Don't change the wheelbase. It's gonna automatically set the wheelbase based on whatever you pick.
I think I screwed something up.
Yeah, you
Take
don't
the
want to
wheelbase off it.
Yeah, let me take that off.
It automatically does that for you because you.
Okay, so Lariat, not getting an XLT. Okay, so it's going to be Lariat or above. King Ranch, my co-worker, if he's listening right now, he could potentially still be up. If he's listening right now, get in the comment section. I want you to tell these boys what you just got on your King Ranch. Definitely excited for him. Go 350 Platy. A limited. The only things I don't like about the back end of these trucks is that freaking big ass panel that I just feel doesn't need to be there.
Oh yeah, the big applique.
I really, really like how they have the blue oval inlaid into the metal of the tailgate, so it kind of almost looks like kind of flush. It's not, stuck on, looking 3D.
It's just, I don't know. It seems like the badging is so much. You know what I mean? It's just in your face. Platinum.
Let's see what this guy says.
Those are gas prices, yeah. Other than the higher models, those are Powerstrokes.
Retros, blue and white metal.
What trim you getting?
Let's see.
Platinum's good, man.
But that limited though.
Nah. That limited interior. I'm not a big fan of that.
You're gonna be at 100. You're gonna be at $100,000 when you get the limited done.
Let's just see. I'm picking the limited configure.
Whenever I look into the limited truck, I don't like how the interior doesn't look like
Damn, 87,000 right now. Nope. Hey, it's okay. No problem. Let's see how much we can add. All right. Wheelbase, bed, paint. This is the big one. All right. I'm done with the black.
Iconic silver.
No more black.
Dang, Star White adds money. They need
carbonized gray. Or
they need
Atlas blue. Let's apply Atlas blue. Damn. Blue's my favorite color. I'm sorry. That's a bad BITCH.
I'd have to see that in person to like it or not.
Carbonized gray. Okay. Carbonized gray, everybody.
That's a solid color. It's like the magnetic.
The red. The red is the color.
Check it. Here comes the red. I don't like those wheels though. I don't like the chrome wheels.
That iconic silver is nice. Because you're gonna have all that. You're gonna have all that silver applique.
But I like how the grill is kind of brushed.
Click silver and see how that looks.
Okay, iconic silver.
No, that looks good. It matches the grill.
Yeah, it kind of does. That would look good with tinted windows. That windshield would be tinted.
How does the rear look?
Oh, can you turn it?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, no way. Oh, wow.
See how the silver kind of goes with that silver?
I didn't even know you could change
it. It looks like it blends
together. Let me hit that blue again.
Damn. Nah, that don't look right now.
It's the red.
Nah, it looks like red, silver. You got too many colors.
Stone gray. Shoot, that kind of almost looks like carbonized gray. Look at that. Stone gray, carbonized gray. That's more, this stone gray is more of like a brown gray. Carbonized gray is more of a silver. Star white. Add an extra $595.
Yeah, it's hard to beat silver, man, when it blends
yeah.
with all that
That
steel.
silver does look pretty. Yeah, that silver does look pretty cool.
It blends in with all that brushed metal, that brushed aluminum stuff.
Problem with silver is down south, they're prone for accidents.
Accidents?
Silver?
Yep. It's hard. It's hard to, if you're just looking at your peripherals, you could miss a vehicle, believe it or not.
Wait, what?
If you're looking out of your peripherals, it's actually easy to miss a silver vehicle with the roads
So you're
down
saying
south.
people are gonna be like hitting the dang silver Super Duty? Like, I didn't see you.
I mean,
You would not
silver-
believe how many silver cars are hit in Florida.
There was an invisible silver F450. Just I couldn't see it. It was huge.
what's a power plant we're gonna pick? Duh.
I think that's like the only option.
The available 6.7 Powerstroke V8 turbo diesel has a 36,000 psi fuel injection system featuring fuel injectors that can atomize fuel up to 8 times per stroke. What? Wow. It also features stronger block cylinder heads, connector rods. I think they meant connecting rods and bearings, plus forged steel pistons, which means 1050 pound-feet of torque and bested class 475.
Someone wrote connector rods.
Connector rods.
Dang.
They just redid this too, so
someone's just in there just typing away.
Oh, let me get a typo correction.
Where's the report a problem?
Yeah, report a problem. Can you guys hook me up? Transmission, torque shift, 10-speed automatic trans included.
Okay, here's where I find an issue.
What's your issue? What
is
your issue?
With the rear differential?
Do you need a tissue for your issue?
It's time for differential talk. Why did it become blue?
Oh, because I made it blue.
Can you fix
I want
that?
blue. I want blue.
Can we make that back silver?
Okay.
There. How do you get a limited slip? Like, how do you get a limited slip? I don't want to lock it. I don't want to pull the button. It just limited slip is better.
I don't want to lock it. I don't want to pull the button. Right here, right in the middle.
Electronic locking. It's not a limited slip though.
Non-limited slip.
So my 450's got limited slip, and as bad as a 450 should be in the snow, it's honestly better than my 250 because it has limited slip. Even though the tires aren't better, it's got those commercial tires. I mean,
you got a torsion in yours, correct?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I believe so, but I'm not exactly familiar with how a torsion limited slip works. I think
it's just
something...
gears. It's a whole bunch of gears that are meshed together.
I remember seeing that in the transmission differential class, something about something that moves.
I could send you a
I'm more familiar
video of it.
I'm more familiar on a viscous clutch limited slip. Like that makes sense in my head, but what torsion's doing, it doesn't make sense in my head. Like it works good though. Torsions work good. Like as soon as one wheel's, going around corners, there's no hop, never.
Hoppity hop, hoppity hop.
Now, when I did have a vehicle with a viscous limited slip, it used to kind of hop around. If you make a real sharp turn too quick, it'll kind of chirp a little.
We've got to get the FX4 package.
But when you've got a limited slip and you're driving in snow and you start drifting a little, it just grabs you and straightens you back out. It's so much better. So much more control. Why you have to have electronic locking, which I don't know. To me, it's not as useful. How does the torsion play out at highway speeds?
Just fine.
Is it pretty much turned off or?
It's on literally all the time.
Yeah.
It's all gear.
It's all gear and seems more stable in slippery conditions on at highway speeds. Now the electronic locking one, as soon as you go over X amount of miles per hour, it turns off. But what's the point of me locking it if I rather it lock on its own when it slips versus me like doing it myself. Why would I want to do it myself?
Because you're lazy.
I've got electronic locking on my 250 and I've got stuck and I've used it, but I was already stuck. If I had a limited slip, I wouldn't have been stuck in the first place.
Do I get the FX4?
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Honestly, I always skip that because it's $400.
Well, what does it have? Requires 4x4, all-terrain tires, electronic locking, differential on single rear wheel, includes, I didn't know this, includes hill descent control, off-road specifically tuned front rear shock absorbers, transfer case, and fuel tank skid plates. That's pretty much all I'm interested in. And
Now you
FX4 decal.
You can add those skid plates later without the FX4 package.
Yeah, but those skid plates are going to be $1,000 compared to the package.
No, you can add it on here. You can add it through the site.
Oh, can you?
Yeah. At least you used to be able to. You could just be like skid plates without the FX4. It's cool, but I just don't see me using hill descent. I just don't see it. And then the shocks are kind of just like, they look like regular shocks. They're just.
Heavy service front suspension package is available on all Super Duty models. Includes heavy service front springs.
I would say no. And the reason I would say no is because I believe the snowplow prep package supersedes that.
Mm-hmm.
So you could actually scroll down again and you should see a snowplow prep and camper package, which supersedes that and should give you a added rear sway bar, which is nice to have. That added rear sway bar. I don't know if that is still there.
I don't see. I see snowplow prep. Not available with tremor. Not available with the heavy service front suspension package.
Right. So that supersedes the heavy service front suspension, but I don't
Looks like
see.
You get a 200 amp alternator.
Minimum.
So maybe they took that away for 22.
Maybe.
Included ultimate trailer tow camera system with
Well, how come you didn't get the snowplow prep?
Clicked it.
There you go.
Exterior. Ooh, okay. Can I pick different wheels?
You can, I think, down the line.
Wheel type. Come on. Winch. Whoa. Let me fucking get that on.
$3,000, man.
Net price. Do you want to continue adding? Requires
So you have to remove the snowplow prep, and you have to remove the alternator package. I wouldn't want to remove the three. Oh, so you have to remove the 392 alternator package,
Yeah.
or the 332. I wonder if you can add, because that's not the highest alternator package.
No, 397 is.
397 is, so maybe it's
American Truck Nation hates that screen.
Does he? I am not reading the comments. Adaptive steering included, alternator.
Adaptive steering is a good one.
397.
397 is good.
What aluminum crossbed toolbox by what? No. Bed mat. Absolutely.
Here's the deal though. If you're ordering a truck right now, if there's any chance of you getting that truck sooner with all the shortages and everything, you actually would not get that bed mat right now. You wouldn't get anything that's not done on the line. So a spray and bed liner, nope, because that's going to delay your delivery.
Really?
Anything that takes your truck off of the assembly line is going to delay your delivery. Spray and bed
isn't
liner.
This what you got? You didn't get this in your back seat?
Yeah. I've got that. I wouldn't get that right now though.
Engine block heater, exterior backup alarm. Yeah, I don't think so, bud. That, I'll tell you right, is not Ford. All the ones I've seen have been aftermarket. Hitch kit, Yeah. Would you guys get a hood deflector? I've seen a bunch of guys come in with that LED lighting.
So wait, go up. So that's the one I did not get, and
This
that's
one?
the individual trailer with TPMS customer equipment.
Mm,
So I don't think I have the tire monitoring system. Just have the camera. PTO. I don't have PTO apparently. I thought I don't know how I didn't get that. I thought that was standard or something. You definitely want to get PTO.
yeah, PTO.
Well, it's $280, and if you ever need it, you don't have it. Or if you sell the truck, chances are you won't need it or you won't use it. But it's $280,
LEDs.
and you can whoever at some point it could increase the value. I don't know. You can't add the PTO provision later.
Ooh, mud flaps. Word.
Front and rears are.
Ooh, stowable loading ramps.
Yep.
Even the tonneau covers too. I'll be damn. Definitely want the wheel locks.
Oh yeah.
Definitely want the wheel liners.
Oh yeah.
Running boards.
Got power. Oh, it's standard because this is limited.
So that's the only out of all that SHIT, I can't even pick a different wheel. Like I got one choice of wheels. That's it?
limited.
It's limited, bro. You
I mean,
the big
they're
bucks.
gonna look better than that in real life.
All right, here is the interior. All right. Premium luxurious leather. Unique limited two-tone leather trimmed seats. That's a bad dude. Included. 110, 400 watt. What is a watt? Adaptive cruise. All-weather floor mats. Floor covering vinyl.
Vinyl. That's a good one. That's a good one to get.
Does DS like it?
I like it.
Oh wow! Look at all these chats or the comments. I think it's a cool idea. Screw it. Front wheel drive EcoBoost. Yeah, no. I had most bells and whistles. Oh, the screen. You don't like the screen? Need some holes in the wheels. PPF, yeah. PTO is a must. Why would you need a PTO?
I mean, you don't need it. I mean, nowadays, mostly everything doesn't really need it. But
rear heated seats. How much? Oh, that's 115.
I don't run no rear.
Seats.
I would say skip the rear heated seats.
Power ventilated. Wrap. Oh, I want that. I don't have that. Universal garage door opener. I don't have that. Vehicle safe by console vault. I'll take that.
No. Take that off.
Take it off.
Dude, you're not gonna have any center console space. What are you locking? You open it up and it's just a big metal door.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got to put a combination in and like, dude, you ain't got diamonds in your truck.
Shine bright like a diamond. There it is. There it is. There it is.
The payment's not bad.
Oh, that's
a
crumbs.
lease.
Yeah, that's a lease. That's crumbs.
Is that a lease?
That's crumbs. Oh yeah, they just started leasing these things just on 22.
Are you kidding me?
Yep, totally.
Dude.
Oh no, that's a finance.
Put it as lease and see what it does.
I don't have it as that.
I didn't know you could lease these.
You can't.
Oh, someone on Facebook had a lease, an image of one being leased, but it wasn't. I don't know if it was real or what. It was like an image like this, like just a screen. So it could have just been something they did.
Estimated net price $94K. 20 grand more than what my truck was listed for. 20,000 more in options. Holy bejesus.
It's a list.
That is a list of lists. Let me go back over here.
It's double my house payment.
Yeah, that's a lot more than mine too. I mean, it ain't double, but
It's double mine.
Drive it? Wait a minute. You mean to tell me we got one? Psych. Select secondary color. There ain't no secondary color.
want to build mine?
We can build it. We can build it on the next one.
Yeah.
But I think that is going to wrap up this live stream. I wanted to talk about Vince installing the first confirmed kill switch. We thank you, brother. I wanted to talk about HSM. Welcome their products, and I wanted to check out those 22s. I know they didn't really show anything with the interior. That's definitely not, I mean, that's pretty much the only screenshot I guess we got. Can't wait to get one in go back to here, go back to here, go back to here. I can't wait to get one in so I can have a full, not review, but just have it in my possession, show you guys what we're going to be seeing here in the next few months as these things start rolling out. Hopefully get into dealerships, get these orders filled that people are, placing, and get these things rolling down the road. I can say that I have never thought that I would love a vehicle brand or a vehicle line so much. Like the Super Duty is by far my most favoritist vehicle. Thanks so much, everybody, for coming through the live stream. Make sure to like it and share it if you're interested in talking about trucks, seeing what we have to showcase here on the channel, and how it applies to our trucks, your trucks, this guy's truck, whoever's truck. That's what we do. Thanks so much, you guys. We'll catch you next time.